Okay. It's not pleasant out here. It's just coming up to 1 o'clock in the afternoon here, just outside of Lawford. I've just left home and now making the trek to Folkestone. So the Volvo is on its final road trip officially of this year. For those wondering what am I doing, well, yes, I've got my ADAC Sim Racing Expo hoodie on, but it's comfortable, it's light, it's breathable. I like it a lot. I've got plenty of work going on. So heading to Genk for the final round of the Belgian Max Challenge for commentary, and for also helping to present some more tickets for the grand finals. I've also got articles to write for Road Sax and also for Vroom, reference B&L and Golden Trophy. So, and I've got 2 days of work with Belle Rouge, Monday and Tuesday next week, which will be 1 day at the warehouse at Genk and then at the facility in Zolder at the circuit. Then a couple of days R&R with some good friends, including my bestie Annie. We're catching up because she's just got a master's distinction, so well done to my bestie. We're going to have some fun on Wednesday next week, and then Thursday going to catch up with the Spietzes before Friday heading back to Genk for the Road Sax Golden Trophy. And I'll also be catching up with my good friend Mr. Conrad Beyer. So yeah, this trip is not going to be easy. Weather at this time of year is a bit shit, but needs must, and I'm about to go through some big old puddles. So I'll catch up with you when I get to Folkestone and to the Premier Inn. So I'll see you in a bit. Coming up towards 5 to 5 on Friday the 20th. The weather, as you can see, judging by the fact I've got sunglasses on, the weather has significantly improved on the final stretch of my journey to the Premier Inn, Folkestone, just off the Channel Tunnel, as they call it now. And the weather has significantly improved. 17 degrees Celsius and a few clouds in the sky, but many blue sky above, which is a really nice part. When you get these kind of conditions, it's more of a pleasure to drive on the open road. And yeah, this is as I said, the last trip where this car will be going overseas this year. The Volvo's been an absolute workhorse as always. It's got me to Genk, to Germany, to the Netherlands as well, on the way through and back. So yeah, it's going to be a nice little few days, and quite looking forward to it. I've got just a few more bits and pieces to sort out, which includes finishing off the editing for Danny at Southwest Vision for the Sim Racing Expo. I think I've got all bar one panel, one award ceremony, and then also I've got the last 2 races, which will be one of the professional trophy races and the main race of the Digital GT500. So I'm going to sort that out tonight. I'm also going to sort out some social content for the kart championship, and also sort out the thumbnails for the Golden Trophy and the Grand Festival next week, along with a video edit. But that is going to be needed for next week. So Volvo itself I've had for nearly 7 years now, I think, coming up to December this year. And the car, I picked it up with 16,000 miles on the clock. The car's nearly done 90,000. The odometer currently reads at this moment just over 103,000 miles. Not too sure what that is in kilometres, but that'll be showing up at the bottom of the screen now. So we'll get to the hotel room and give you the obligatory tour. See you soon. We have arrived! Yes, Premier Inn, Folkestone Channel Tunnel, 10 minutes away from where I need to be tomorrow morning to catch my 9:20 shuttle to Calais, so quite convenient. Also got my Premier Inn meal deal voucher ready for tonight on room 301 down at the bottom of the secondary building, which is great, and also secluded away from the main the main floors, which is great. And I've also got a walk-in shower, big ass king size bed behind me. So yeah, journey was a bit eventful to say the very least, but that's the benefit of being in your own car and also taking the time to drive down here. So I've also got the breakfast. This Premier Inn, so easy to check in, didn't have to worry about it at all. First time ever I've got to a Premier Inn and I've managed to electronically check in, sort out my key card and be done within 90 seconds. That included inputting my registration number of my car in. So now it's time to, now you might find this a little bit OCD, I find it normal. When I do these road trips, I have multiple luggage cases in my car. So I've got my backpack, I've got my blue attaché carry-on, and I've also got my big old Samsonite case along with a few other bits and pieces. So for me, tonight is further preparation of just sort of crossing the T's, dotting the I's, making sure that everything is in working order, ready for tomorrow morning. So I'm going to get on with that. I've also got some work to do. Then I'm going to have dinner after having a shower. Well, I'll probably have a shower after dinner, and then get ready for some sleep along with refilling these two Kombucha bottles. Thank you, Stein Louette. They have been very, very helpful. Managed to vacate the entirety of the contents of the Nightfall 3.0, but the Etna Grip denim has been absolutely mustard as well. So I have to give a shout out to my little sister Hannah. She ain't so little anymore. Helping me out with drinks and snacks for the trip, including snack bars, packets of crisps. Really helps to keep the costs down, you know, but when I can stay here for the night and I can literally leave quite easily once I've got everything sorted out, I'm just going to get all the odds and sods in order, get my ducks in a row and get ready for tomorrow morning. So you'll probably see some pictures of some food that I've eaten tonight and for breakfast tomorrow, and I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Morning. Now coming up to 7:25. Lovely stay here at the Premier Inn in Folkestone. So got everything ready, car is now repacked, passport ready, snacks and drinks ready to rock and roll, and it's time to head to Channel Tunnel. The only thing I have to say is about the service last night. The food was brilliant. Chicken katsu curry, I will definitely have that again. I can't not have a meal deal without a sticky toffee pudding, but I should have said to him, well, can you do ice cream instead of custard? I don't mind custard, but it's a bit thick and too viscous for my stomach. So time to get to the Eurotunnel, see if I can get an earlier shuttle over to Calais. It's 2:30 in the afternoon, so I've had to wind my watch forward. My phone and my car have had to be adjusted. My laptop will have that very, very soon as well. But I'm now here back at the home of champions, karting Genk. The sun is out, the grass is very, very wet, and the surrounding sort of dust is a bit on the muddy side, so I'm gonna have to watch myself where I walk. So I'm here for, as I said earlier, the final round of the Belgian Max Challenge. The racing and qualifying happens tomorrow, but today is an opportunity just to catch up with the team. But I also have a very, very special delivery, courtesy of my good friend from Canada, Suelio Almeida. His new book, The Racing Book, volume number 1, with the foreword by the legend that is Mr. Tony Canan, is in this. Now, I have to say a big thank you to Suelio for signing a copy of the book for me, but he's also signed a copy of the book, which I have got here, and it is going to someone who I think really does deserve it. Very good friend, very good racer, very, very great Belgian talent, Kai Gilles, the only driver in B&L Karting Series history to win 3 different titles from 3 different classes. So Minimax, Junior Rotax, Senior Rotax. He's on to bigger and better things next year. So this is my way of saying thank you for the memories, and here's a little something from me. Now, for those wondering, this book was released at the Sim Racing Expo in Dortmund last week. Suelio did an official book launch. He had a chat with my good buddy, Actual Vision, aka Luke Crane, at the show at the Dortmund Messe, and had spent quite a bit of time on this book. And I think it's only right that Kai gets this book. It's signed by Suelio. Suelio has also given me a personally signed copy, which I managed to procure both of them from him. Well, it was his actual suggestion to pass on the word of this book. So, Kai, you're getting this one, buddy. And also, this gives me an opportunity to get some work done this afternoon. It's been a long drive, probably just over 300 clicks, which is, I've probably done close to 200 miles today. But it's nice to be back here. Sun's out, going to catch up with the team. And it's casual day today before full Rotax regalia tomorrow. Right, that is BMC round 5 done. Now off to Bilzen to go and check in where I'm staying, and I'm looking forward to catching up with a familiar face. So yeah, you'll see very soon, but I didn't really want to. It's been a very, very busy day today, and I just needed to get through it. So, yeah, more tickets given out, more champions crowned, and so, yeah, onwards to Verademing, and then off to Stein in the Netherlands. Ciao for now.
As you see Lewis Hamilton getting close to the back of Carlos Sainz into turn 1, his teammate.
Now 3:30 on Tuesday the 24th. Been with the team at Eau Rouge, managed to have a quick catch up with Tom Castemans, the man, the myth, the legend behind it all. And now heading over to see my good friend Connie at Metman. Unfortunately, the old bugger's on the late shift, which he's not too happy about, but I'm just going to take my time and get over to Germany. I'm probably going to have a Currywurst mit Pommes, like I normally do. So it's time to hit the open road and get going to Medman. See you in a bit. Auf jeden Fall, diese Tradition ist normalerweise bei einem Roadtrip. Ne? Und bei einer Tankstelle, ich bin schon in die Nähe von 100 Kilometer von Mettmann, in die Nähe von Düsseldorf. Und ich bin bei einer Tankstelle, bei einem Café Bistro und ich habe schon Currywurst mit Pommes gekauft. Und auch damit nochmal eine Tradition. 2 Fläche Mezzomix. Und bei mir ist es scheißegal, was ihr euch denkt. Das ist meine Tradition bei einem Roadtrip. So effectively, I don't care what you think. Of course, the German was a bit more, let's say, direct and a bit X-rated. Well, the air was slightly blue, basically meaning I don't give a shit what you think. This is a tradition. Whenever I've been on a road trip and I've come over to see my friend Conrad, who has appeared in one of the vlogs earlier on this year, I stop at a petrol station where there's a cafe, bistro, stroke restaurant, and I always get takeaway currywurst with pommes, and also the 2 bottles of Mezzomix. If anyone hasn't heard of it, it's effectively known in Germany as Spezi. So it's Coca-Cola mixed with Fanta, and it's bloody good. Really enjoy it. You've got different brands, so such as Mezzomix, Paulaner. Paulaner call it a Spezi, which is the traditional Bavarian name for it. So it's quite refreshing. It's a little bit fruity, a little bit tangy, but it's really, really enjoyable. So it's coming up to 5:45. I'm going to enjoy this with some mayonnaise. It's a tradition. My niece, for some reason, doesn't like these 2 things, but I've come to love this. It's part of my staple on a road trip. So I'm going to chow down, enjoy this, and I'll see you when I get to Mettmann, and we'll catch up with my good friend Connie at Casa del Bayer. Ciao! Good morning. It's now the 25th and showered, ready. Hey Gizmo, Gizmo. Hey, Klingel Monster. That's Gizmo, or Cat Qaeda as he's known in these parts. Connie's already had to go out this morning because one of the cats upstairs has to go and see the cat dentist. And I am about to have my wonderful little day off, so I'm going to head up to Steinfurt and see my bestie Annie, and then we're off to somewhere very, very nice because someone is celebrating a distinction in her Masters of Science in behavioural side of things. So yeah, los geht's, let's go to Steinfurt, and then you'll find out where we're going next. So we're here in the Netherlands, me and my bestie Annie.
Hi.
Here at Avonturenpark
Hellendoorn.
So we've been on the roller coaster. We've been on, what was it, the Dragon Park or something like that, which was Dragon's Nest, which spun around. I nearly lost my hat. I'm not too sure if anyone has lost their stomach quite yet because we had lunch a little bit beforehand. But it might be wet, but it's a bit like when we went to Munster last year, wasn't it?
That's it.
So we're going to have a bit more fun, and might be doing some more videos whilst we're here, so enjoy, as we are definitely having a great time. See you in a bit. You're on candid camera. Sorry, what was that? Annie's driving and we're on board our nice little wagon. This is the old timers. Biegen Sie rechts ab. This is actually pretty fun, isn't it? Just like I Can you do it, Captain? I don't have the power. Yeah, you and all. Get on your bike. Yes, the local wildlife is in town, folks. Happy to pony, Ziggy the gate, Yappy de ezel, Gussie de gans, Paultje de stier, en de Hellendoornse boerderij. Here come the oinkers. Oh, and there's a mole! Yes, all right, mate, we know you're unhappy. Complain to your landlord. And we've got all of this as well. No, you're not sorry. I'll get my own back later.
I'm such a bad driver.
Here we go. Oi. And here we go, folks. We're spinning again like we did earlier. Only this one, it's not as squeeze inducing. Yeah, boing boing. It's actually quite good having the pocket like this. Ich filme. This is for Danny. Das war's filmen. Oi. 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 Sounds like a martial arts movie. Oi. Oi.
Oh, we're going to splash. Splash Nation.
Du kannst mich am Arsch lecken. Du hast schon bezahlt. Ja, ich denke, das kommt jetzt. Warte. Vorsicht! Like an anti-climax that was. Waiting for a splash and it didn't happen.
And now we come to Splashdown.
Look everybody, it's a pretty waterfall.
And we'd like to apologise for some forthcoming technical difficulties. The camera might get a bit misty here. So another day, and I'm actually in the northern part of Düsseldorf visiting Michelle and the gang. Frank and Ellis are podcasters.
Yes, they're hard at work now. They had to go.
But we've had a wonderful lunch, which this good lady has kindly provided. We went out to a local Israeli-style restaurant, which was bloody lovely. And it's great to catch up, actually, where we all haven't got major shit to do.
Yes, it's amazing, right? To steal a 2-hour window where we can actually just hang out. It's shocking.
So it's really good to actually have a little bit of R&R, but I've got a few more bits and pieces. We're going to say goodbye, then I'm going to head off back to Metman before heading to Karting Genk tomorrow morning. So Michelle, it's been wonderful catching up with you. Ellis, and of course Frank the Tank.
Oh.
And for yesterday, of course, happy 21st anniversary as well. I can't believe I'm saying that.
Me neither, considering I'm only 25, so it's amazing
Again,
how that
again.
works.
Well, the weather has deteriorated rapidly since my trip to Avonturenpark Helledorn. Thank you, all Junges. Lovely to see Annie, lovely to catch up with Michelle, Ellis, and Frank. Went to a lovely little Israeli-style restaurant in Düsseldorf yesterday and managed to get quite a bit of stuff done ready for this weekend for the Rotax Max Challenge Grand Festival and the Golden Trophy. So it has been a pretty nice couple of days. Did have a migraine, to be honest with you, on Wednesday night. Wasn't the best of situations, but that comes with part of the territory and full Rotax regalia, because for the next 3 days I'm officially in a commentator capacity for this weekend's event, which is going to be really, really cool. 224 drivers from over 20 plus different nations. We've even got representation from South Korea, which is great. And now on to Karting Genk, home of champions, to catch up with the crew. We've got a big crew for streaming this weekend, multiple different cameras. We've got 5 camera personnel. We've got Victor up doing screen direction, Max Muped doing the replays. So there's a lot going on. We've got qualifying today, then we've got 21 heats tomorrow, and then another 15 races on the Sunday, which for the very first time will actually have super heats included, which is a concept that some people might know as such, but it's all good. It's all good. So yeah, right, not that far away from the home of champions here in Genk. Very busy paddock. So 220 plus drivers. Here we are. It's gone 20 past 10 on Friday. I was hoping to do a bit more video footage, but didn't really get around to it. Had a lot of work to do today. So tally up all the drivers, all the nationalities, and all that kind of stuff as well. Ready for tomorrow's live stream, which starts at 10:30. So in about 12 hours we go live. I'm staying here at the clock again, in room number 10, which is freaking huge. It's like I've got pimples, so to speak. So yeah, tomorrow is another day. 21 races. Live stream starts at 10:30 in the morning. I've now got to set up all the socials. I'm now going to do a voiceover recording for the intro for tomorrow, which includes my voice being on there, which isn't a bad thing. And then I've got to set up the socials for Kart Championship and for tomorrow, and also I want to get everything set up for the live stream links for the B&L karting series for the Golden Trophy and the Grand Festival. 224 drivers, 29 different nations. And it was pretty cool to see them qualifying under the floodlights tonight. So yeah, it's going to be a busy day tomorrow. I'm prepped, I'm ready for it. I managed to get some peach iced tea with hibiscus from the Bruno Az service station, which will help me out no end tomorrow. And yeah, just let's get to it. Let's go ready to rock and roll tomorrow, and then kick some tail and see how it all ends up. So, tot morgen. See you tomorrow. Just gone 20 past 8. You can hear that rain is back at the Home of Champions again on Saturday night. At least the good thing is daylight savings time helps us out a little bit. We get an extra hour in bed, which means that everything will be set back an hour come 3 o'clock this morning, and I'm really looking forward to having that additional hour in bed. I've done a lot of mileage so far, probably 1,500 kilometres so far. By the time we get back home on Monday, it's going to be probably 2,000 kilometres, 2,100. You know what? I'm not concentrating on that now, but 21 races today. Really good day in the office. Great to catch up with everybody. Great to have dinner. So, tot morgen. See you in the morning. Ciao.
Two Belgians leading the way on home soil as we head on to the penultimate lap of the Senior Road Tax Final. Van Verven holding on by a finger thread for third place. Ethan Jeffel is going to be closest to him as the leaders make their way through out of turn number 4. That gap was 6/10. It's now been halved. Strauber senses the opportunity is going to come to him, but he's got to go for it. And also Brandon Klein-Nagelvoort has pulled it into the pits, and unfortunately the 393 from the United Kingdom is out of the race. We're down to what will be 33 finishers. Timer now strikes 0. Out of turn 9 for the penultimate time on lap 12 out of 13. Willets keeps an eye over his right hand shoulder to see where Strauben is through turn 10. Now out of the left-hander at turn 11. They hurtle their way through into turn 12. One more lap remains, and Strauben's going to get the slipstream on this final tour of this 1.36 kilometre circuit, and he looks for the move up the inside of Kai Willets, who is looking all over his left and right shoulders and saw Strauben was there. And it was very, very close indeed. Strauber's trying to go around the outside as Willets keeps on the racing line. It's come down to this. We have got probably the best part of about 800 metres of this circuit left to go, and Willets knows that he's not going to have it easy. Strauber goes for it towards the outside of turn 7 on the final lap of the race, and Willets keeps the defensive line. Turn 9, now negotiated by our two race leaders, Kai Willets and Thomas Strauber. Willets frantically looking over his left shoulder as they go through turn 10 for the final time. One more corner remains. Willets takes a quick glance over the right hand shoulder through turn 12, but out of the final turn, he's done the clean sweep. Willets is your Golden Trophy Senior Road Tax Champion in 2023.
So getting closer and closer to the end of the Golden Trophy and the Grand Festival for 2023. It's been great racing. We just got DD2 and Masters still to go. So 2 more races, that's how that's it. And the sunshine is back. We've had some rain. Great drivers parade earlier on, so looking forward to getting this weekend done and dusted, and then the podium. So this is one of the dads that I know very well, Mr. Aite Redatz. Aite, clean sweep for your boy again. And you were crying your eyes out. Christy was on the other side of the grandstand.
Of course, and I'm not ashamed for that.
Hey, you know what? There's no shame in crying. Even grown men cry.
I'm a real man.
Yes, exactly. And this bloke sorted me out. So is Kai. Thank you very much for the welcome gift. I really do appreciate that. So I'm going to enjoy that.
Thank you.
So,
really, thank you to you. Thank you for your voice. He's one of the best guys.
That means a hell of a lot to me.
Important for the sport.
You see, that's the thing. The people you meet over the course of a karting commentary career, you see people starting from as young as minis all the way up to seniors, and I've seen Kai flourish. So great to have Aite on the vlog. One of the very proud parents because his son's done the clean sweep. So right, very shortly we get underway with the podium here at Genk. About bloody time. Greetings from Hotel de Pits by Circuit Zolder. You might be thinking, why have I decided to stay right next door to a bloody racetrack before I head home tomorrow? Well, sometimes you need a little bit of you time. And that very much is the case in point whenever I do these long road trips. You know, it's always nice, you know, the people that you work with and everything, but then you need a little bit of selfish time, me time. Had a quick catch up with good old buddy who's still in Portimao, Jake Sanson, lucky bandit. Also had to consider the fact that daylight saving time came into operation at 3 o'clock CEST this morning, which then became 2 o'clock CET today. And yeah, we had some great racing, really enjoyed the work that I did. Had plenty of people getting, you know, message me on Facebook, message me on Instagram, message me on WhatsApp. So I can't really grumble about how everything's gone. Big shout out to Kai and his dad Aite for the wonderful products which you'll now see on your screen from Icon Hair Salons. Yeah, shampoo, shaving cream, stroke beard wash. I don't know if I'm going to keep it this length. I might do, but one of the things I didn't remember to bring with me was my beard trimmer. Rookie error there, Alex. So now, time to repack everything, make sure I've got the clothes that I need, the toiletries I need, and then get myself sorted, go to the restaurant, get a meal in, enjoy some chill out time, and I will see you all in the morning before I leave Hotel de Pits. Tot morgen. Morning. Beard is gone. Shaved it last night. Didn't catch myself while shaving, but thank goodness it was last night rather than this morning. I did shave and ended up with a very, very bristly Tom Selleck style moustache, but I shaved that thing off. Quite nice and calm and peaceful here at Hotel de Pits. Just about to go and have brekkie, then get showered, check out and head over back to Calais. Can't believe the road trip is nearing its end, so yeah, just got the right clothing out for a comfortable journey, including the right trainers for driving and everything else. So time to go to breakfast. Let's go. Et voilà, nous sommes en Calais. Welcome to the last sort of final stretch of my journey. I managed to get onto the earlier Eurotunnel, so 15:18. The call is in about 25 minutes, so I've got time to go to the loo, and just rest up and get ready for the call to go through border control, and then get on the tunnel for the final time, and then it's the home stretch from Folkestone back to Lawford. It's now, I think, coming up to 4 o'clock in the afternoon here back in the UK. Please excuse the demister fan because it's 12 degrees centigrade, light is fast fading. Of course, we've had to take into consideration daylight savings time. So, where am I at the moment? In my car, at a standstill, start-stop's just engaged, rain is coming down heavy, wipers are on full chat, and we've had a major incident on the M20 just off of the junctions for the A229 for Chatham and Maidstone, and the A20 for Aylesford. Middle and right-hand lanes on the M20, about 16 miles away from the Dartford crossing, is where I am at the moment. So we're at a standstill, 40 miles an hour. Major incident being attended to by ambulance, unmarked and marked police units, Highways Agency traffic officer. I hope those people are all okay. Of course, we do have to remember the late Matthew Perry, the man that played the iconic character in Friends, Chandler Bing, in his mid-50s, who's just passed away, along with ice hockey player from the UK, Adam Johnson, through a freak accident during a match earlier on this week. So thoughts and prayers are with them, their families, their friends, and their loved ones. So hopefully we're going to get moving very, very shortly. Here at the M20, but my thoughts are with those that have been involved in this accident here today on Monday the 30th. So it's about just getting home safe and sound. That's all I can do. And I know for a fact that I'm going to sleep well tonight. See you when I get back home.